Hi.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Lexi's laughing at us. Hello, everyone. Addie wanted to come on here and say hello. She wanted to say happy, what is this? Thursday
Fall?
evening. Happy fall. There you go. Happy fall. She got a good report card from her teacher, so if Miss Levens is watching, say hello. You want to say hello? And now she has to go finish eating supper, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Addie.
You're welcome.
Is anybody on here with me? Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my basement. Welcome to my basement bathroom, my makeover. I wanted to take a little time to come in here and show you all the things that we picked out tonight. I told you that I was going to take you on a little tour here. I'm going to step out real quick and let Lexi kind of give you a tour of it. We're trying to keep it quiet because everybody's eating dinner here. Hello, Gloria. Hello, Macy. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Patty. I can't see everybody on here. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I will post pictures before. We've kind of started off already kind of putting some things together. In here before, I'm going to tell you, pre-COVID, the girls and I had decided that we were going to change our whole entire house. It was latte. I've had latte in my house for, I don't know, for probably at least 15 years. And I decided this year I wanted to go with light French gray because I just love it. Every time I put it in a home, it just makes me happy and it makes me all these things. And I just think it's a really fresh look. And I was just fortunate enough when I put this tile down, I think 8+ years ago, it had some browns in it and it had, although there's powder on the floor because this is a bathroom, but this actually had some browns in it and some grays. So the wonderful thing about that is I didn't have to change out any of the flooring here in the lower level, which is a big plus. If you're looking at tiles and things like that, make sure, and you're renovating your house, make sure that you kind of look for those kind of things where they can kind of correlate to go with years and years and years, because you never know. You may go back to the khakis or the creams or whatever it be. So, having said that, when we were at home during the COVID, I painted the whole entire basement, me and the girls, and freshened it all up to a light French gray. And this is the bathroom that we all use. And if you go out of here, if you've never been in my home, if you go out of here, this is our rec room area, and we do entertain here. We have a huge long bar here. I think it's a 12-foot bar down here, and we love it, this space. We're in this space a lot. So this is the bathroom that everybody uses. All of our guests come here, and this is where everybody comes. This is actually Jason's bathroom too, as well. So he uses this every day, daily. So he's getting a refresher on his bathroom. So when I did this bathroom, we decided to go ahead and just continue that light French gray all into the whole lower level here and into this bathroom. And I love it. It made a huge, huge difference, the color in here. But I do want to tell you, when I decided to do that, I didn't change out the cabinetry. I still love this rich cabinet here. It has a great stain on it. It's dark, and I still kept all the dark finishes with what he had picked out in the past for the last, even with the latte. And I think that's funny because a lot of people ask me, if I change a lot of the colors going from light French gray, do I have to change all those rich colors? And that's a no. You don't have to do that. You can stick with a lot of the same colors. Just depending on what you have in your house, if you have white cabinet or white trim rather, don't change everything. Keep that. I think it's really fresh and pretty, especially if you just have accents of dark wood. I think it's super pretty. But when we came down here, I'm gonna be completely honest. Once we had changed everything over from the latte in this room, every day from that point on, you know, of course, we were stuck at home. And after everything opened back up, everybody else, I went back to work and did all the things. So I'd come in this room and I'm like, oh, I've got to get all the fabrics and all the space. And I will post a picture. So I'm just like you. I have to freshen up my spaces too, because everything was really bad. I'm going to be completely honest. Lexi and I started doing this and she's like, Mom, this was horrible. These rugs were awful. And I said, but they looked good when I bought them. So it's just the same thing. I do the same thing in my home as you do in your home. You have to freshen these things up. So let's get started. So the first thing that I decided is I had the light. Okay, so what I do is always take a little swatch of that with me when I go shopping. And I'm pretty good at this because I've done this a time or two. So I don't have to measure Lexi's back here laughing at me, but I'm pretty good at this, so I don't have to measure all the spaces, but I say when you're going out to decorate a space, make sure that you measure for your rug so that you get the right size. But I knew what sizes rugs I needed, and I took my little sample of my light French gray, and we went shopping. And so I'm going to take you on that shopping trip and show you exactly how we started this. The first thing that we did, if you guys have any questions, then hop on here, tell me where you're from, tell me hello, and tell me if you have a question. Just leave it down below.
I was laughing earlier because Dad said hi from Missouri.
Hi, Jason from Missouri. He's in the living room. So hello, Jason. So when you get on here, hop on here, tell me hello, and tell me where you're from. So, and if you're on replay, tell me replay. But I do want to tell you that this is the last, tomorrow is the last day to get in my elegant community, and this is what we do. We do all kinds of things like this. This is like every week we have something just like this, things and different tips and tricks and all the things. So if you like this, then hop on there and go in there in the elegant community. But I'm going to start what I did. So the very first thing that we did when we decided that we were going to change all of this, which literally, guys, I had a brown shower curtain, and it was super brown, with these light French grays. Like I said, I hadn't changed everything from being COVID. So what we did is we went and we started looking at, like I took you on my shopping trip, so you got to go back on. If you didn't watch the shopping trip at Bed Bath & Beyond, go back and watch that on replay and let me know that you did. We went in there and we went to stores and we looked for shower curtains. And if you know me, I can go anywhere and find a shower curtain. But we found 2 shower curtain guys that we really liked for this space that really looked beautiful with this color. And I'm going to put it up here so Lexi can show you. And look how pretty that this looks with the color of the wall. So the first choice right here. And I just love the palette. And a really pretty one because it gives you a little bit of the latte in here, but it also gives you the grays, which I love that. I love to be able to pull both things, especially in a space for a man. I love to be able to pull both colors in here. But then I found another favorite of mine, which is this one. And I went ahead and put it up. And I definitely want to recommend when you're putting up a new shower curtain or just every day, these are some of the tips that I give you in the elegant community. So you guys have to come join me, that we get a shower curtain liner. Those are some of the tips that you just kind of get in our elegant community. And I just kind of remind you, it's time probably to go replace those, especially if you're going to have guests over. I know I get like that too, where you just clean them, hope that they look good. So just get a new one. They're like $4.99 most places. But I did find this shower curtain. It was $14.99 at TJ Maxx is where we found it. And then this one was, this was $14.99 at TJ Maxx. I'll tell you, some of the ones that I found at Bed Bath & Beyond were anywhere from $49.99 all the way down to $12.99. So we had a huge selection there, and that's a really great place to find them. But you know as well as I do, I love TJ Maxx, guys. I can find lots and lots of there, and they had just put them out. So if you guys are in the St. Joe area, go find you a shower curtain at TJ Maxx because they have them there, okay? So that's one of them. So I went ahead and purchased this because, of course, you know, I'll be doing another remodel, and I can totally use this in another space. So that's where we went with that. So I went with this shower curtain because I think it's really kind of more masculine, and I just liked it in the space. And then we decided that he had 2 pictures here on the wall, and they were kind of darker. I will tell you, they were framed, and they were kind of the dark stain. And once again, that's okay, and you can definitely go with them. But they just weren't the right fit in here. I was wanting to light and a little bit airier. And so I put these women in here, and they have the right correlation with it. I like artwork that is more a little lighter and a little more airier, especially if that's what I'm trying to achieve in here. But I love that these have a little bit of blue in them. So if I ever wanted to put a little more blue in the room, you can definitely do that and pull that out. Especially since it doesn't have anything in this shower curtain but the dark gray and the light gray and the white. So you can definitely pull whatever color after the holidays in here. So that's one reason I went with those. After we made our artwork and our shower curtain, after we decide that and we hang that, then the next thought to me is accessories in a bathroom. And I keep with the same finishes that he had prior to us. Because I really liked them and I didn't really want to spend the money to really change that up because they really didn't need it. So the next thing I wanted to do is to kind of give him a new fresh lamp, which you know I love lamps. This is my favorite thing to do. If you go in any of my bathrooms, every single one of them will have a lamp in it because I just think that's a great gesture for when you have guests. It kind of gives you just a glow in the room. You can leave that out for like guests when they're up and they're kind of moving around in your house and going to the restroom in the middle of the night, you'll have that on. So that's a really good thing to have. So we picked out the lamp was the next thing, and then we decided that we were going to put some little Christmas stuff in here. And when you put Christmas stuff in here, you can kind of decide how much of that you want. Sometimes I'll put like a little candle ring with some green and then a candle because I love the smell in the bathroom. So that's kind of a must. So we decided that we would always have a candle in there. So that was kind of just a given. But the next thing is I thought he really loved like the greenery, like this kind of stuff. So I thought we would use some of these little trees, which you would always make sure you fluff. And this is another great find, guys. I cannot believe this. We were in Target the other day, and in their little bins at the very front where they have them for $3 and $5 and below, I think is what it is. They had these for like what, $3? These little trees are $3, and they had all different shapes, sizes, and some of them were flocked. So you need to get to Target. But make sure that you fluff your tree. See the difference between that and that? Any day, every day. I go to their house and they'll have it like this and they're like, yeah, it's okay. And I'm like, if you fluff it, it's much prettier. So make sure that you just kind of fluff it like that and just basically take it out and take them out like this. Does anybody have any questions so far? Nobody questions? Am I going too fast? Hello, everyone. I will post the pictures before so you guys can kind of see what it looked before. It's changing completely. So this is kind of what I was thinking. A couple of these in here. And we kind of thought the accessories would be really pretty in here, especially this greenery. So I will be fluffing this up and putting this in the bathroom. Does anybody have questions? Anybody? How many people's on here with me? Is there anybody?
58.
Oh, yay! Hello, everyone. Everybody must be done eating stuff. It was really super warm today. Super warm in this area. It was like a spring day. It was kind of damp and warm. Okay. This is kind of what I do is I just fluff these little trees up like this, and then I kind of just play around with them, honestly. I may not need all of them, but I have them if I need them. So I get extra because literally they're $5. So it's not a big deal. These every day, and I'll mess around with them like this. Don't feel like you have to get them up under there because you can always them or do whatever you need to do. Maybe we don't need all these. Maybe that's not what we need. Maybe less. And you can always use the birds. Lexi and I couldn't decide. We were kind of like, well, do we use birds? I kind of like, personally, I kind of like the deer. Let's see. There's the birds. See what everybody else thinks. There's the birds. Okay, I'm going to put the birds down and see what this looks like. Here's the deer. He's kind of big and bulky though. Let's see. Let's kind of nestle him in there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's the deer. I love anything that just kind of on there. I kind of like the deer. I don't know. Might have to go with the deer. But I just kind of like this just as a setting. You can always push him back if he's way too far up or whatever, if he's in the way. But I kind of like this. So what I do is kind of mess around with him and make sure that his antlers are kind of stuck in there, like he's just nestled right into these little trees, like all the deer are. And just kind of go with him. Isn't that pretty? Super pretty. Isn't that cool? Okay. And then the next thought is once you kind of get something like this, I always put like a little candle right here. We definitely always have our lotions and our soaps. That's just, we have to do those. And then the next thing that I always pick out is towels. And I always have hand towels no matter what we do. A lot of people forget this in a space, but hand towels are kind of a must. And I love to fold them like this. I know everybody has their own way to do them, but I always like to fold them just like this. You'll see me in my house, even when I have guests. My friends laugh at me because I'll be folding towels in the bathroom, and I'll at least put them like that on there. And it's just a habit. I just do that. It's just kind of, I want to show you the one I found. This cute little holder for towels at Walmart. I think it was like $9.99, and they had them on all different colors, and I just love this. So look, it's super tall, but look at this. You can put it on there like this, which I think is kind of long. I get this a lot. What do you do if they're long? Well, if they're long, what I do, once again, I fold them like this, and I put them on there, and then I double fold them. Just put them on there like this, and then you can kind of mess with them just like that. And then you can put the other one on there.
Michelle has a question.
Okay.
She said, when building a new home, should I have them add extra outlets for lamps?
Yes, you should. And a lot of people ask me that. They're like, Tabitha, how many should you do? You should definitely do them low enough, just like this one is, so that it's close. But you can hide the cords back here. And Jason likes to listen to his music around.
It's kind of blurry.
It's kind of nice to have them where they're hidden. See how you can hide them back there? So extra cords are super nice. Yeah, and if you can do them, that's even better. I didn't remember that when we were doing this bathroom, and it's super nice if you can remember that. So once again, just fold it over like that and put it on there. And if you can kind of get them a little stiffer, and they'll apply here. Well, I guess I kind of messed that one up. It's just a towel. There you go. Isn't that super pretty? I always put on the opposite side, right there. So that's super pretty. So then you have your towels, you have everything ready for your guests, just like this. I love having this stuff ready. And this is exactly how I have it if I'm gonna have guests out. I make Jason put all the stuff in the drawers, and then we put all the stuff in there. Okay, so if you have all this done, and you gotta minus this, act like this is not here, act like this is invisible. The next thing you wanna do is rugs, and rugs are super important, and I know a lot of people ask me about rugs all the time. You don't have to have rugs usually matching, but in a little bathroom like this, I always have them matching. That's the only time I'm gonna have in a space them matching, which is a bathroom. So when we did this, we absolutely loved this rug. And I believe we got this rug at, was it Target? We got these at Target. And I love these kind of rugs, and I get asked this a lot. They're fluffy rugs in your bathroom, and I don't. And typically the ones that I use the most are traditional rugs, which have a little pattern to them like this. If I know we're going to use the bathroom a lot, I'll have a backing like this that you can for the water. But I love a more traditional rug that has a pattern like this. It's more forgiving, and you'll get that. The other ones seem to give out, and I don't like to watch about things, and I don't like to see the footprints in them because I'm constantly shaking them. So I go with rugs like this that you don't see the footprints in them. So this is what we picked out with the shower curtains and the accessories and everything, and I think it looks really nice and it looks really pretty. So when you're doing your bathrooms, just remember that not everything has to match, but it has to kind of flow together. And it's just a presence of when you get things in here, does it feel like it's cohesive? Does it feel like it's matching together? Does it feel like it's going together? And sometimes, guys, even with me, even as a designer, I have to get into the space, I put everything in, and then I may change my mind. I may say, you know, that just doesn't go. And that's why you have to kind of give yourself a little time, and don't feel like you have to get it done like that, because sometimes it just takes you time. It just takes you time. But once you get your ground things like your shower curtain, and then you can work off of that, I think. But look how pretty this rug looks in here with that. Just kind of grounds this. Does anybody else have any questions? No questions? Okay. So what did everybody think? Did everybody think the deer? The deer. I think so too. I think the deer looks really pretty, especially this time of year. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. This look right here, guys, I will probably leave this up until spring because he doesn't have any red, little berries on him, and these trees don't have any red berries. And even the flock trees, I leave up all year long, because that's just a winter thing to me. So this to me looks a little winter, especially like deer and things like this. You can leave this up until spring. And after spring, I'd probably take this down and put something springy in here, like a little floral, and maybe the birds back again. And then it kind of takes you into spring and all summer. But for this, I don't think it has to be down necessarily for after Christmas. So that's something I really like to do. And you're going to see, and if you get in the community, we're going to start our Christmas decorating, and we've already started that. And tomorrow, we're going to be able to get into my video that we just released. It'll be released in the morning to the ladies in the community to watch them talk about all the different techniques and tips that you can have for the ribbon and everything in there. So we're super excited. But if you're in there, I will take you basically from what you use at Christmas all the way into spring. And this is definitely something I would definitely keep out. And a lot of women with that right after Christmas, what is it that you keep, what is it that you don't keep, because your house looks so sterile. So I'm going to give you lots of tips and tricks to know what to do and what to keep in those spaces holidays. So
you have a question about how you feel about toilet rugs.
I really don't like toilet rugs. Actually, I can show you what I do for the toilet rugs. I put this in here, and what I do is I usually go with a big long runner like this to go into rooms like this. So usually I hit it like this so that it hits the toilet rug, so that it'll go right up against it. Does that make sense? I answered your question. I usually don't like the toilet rugs at all. I'm kind of like I said, I'm OCD. I have this look in my head that I want everything to look. And in a small bathroom, I definitely keep the rugs cohesive, and I keep them together. And usually, I'm going to tell you, there's different tips that I'll give you about rug and placements and colors and patterns and things like that in your house. In the elegant community, I'll go through more of that and what sizes and things like that. But tonight I won't. But in this room, I would go with another runner right here that goes all the way down this. I hope that was helpful.
Tracy said, where do you plug your lamp in? Because my plugins are on the wall by the light switch.
Oh, they're in. Okay, so if you have that, then what I would do, a lamp, if they're like where she can't get to them, then what I would do is go ahead and do some candles, battery operated candles and those like that. I would use, in this case, I've had that. And what I would do is sit on the lamp. I would do some really tall candlesticks, and I would do battery operated, and you can get those where they come on as a timer, so you can put them on for 8 hours and off for however many hours. They have all different ways you can do them. Also, they also have them on a remote, and they have all different options just to be able to give you that twinkle and that light during the whole night, which is an option there too. Jason usually has these on a timer so that they come off at different times. Now the lamps in the bathroom, like this one, I will keep on, especially since this is a guest bath, I'll keep it on 24 hours. And that's another thing, that's a good thing to bring in, is don't put a 60 watt in there, just put a low watt on there and an LED light, just so it never gets hot, especially if you're not going to be home all the time. But I just like that simple glow that you get. I do that summer, I don't ever really turn them off. But if in your kitchen, I really don't like to do that either. But he does put a timer on those in the kitchen, but I hope that's answers.
You have another question that says, are scents okay for nice night lights? Like the plugins that have the night lights on them, are those okay?
Yes, they are. They're truly okay. Anything in a bathroom night light, it's going to have that ground. They should have the ground here where they'll click off if they have any sparks or anything anyhow. So these are protected, grounded plugins, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you had any issues, that it would ground it anyhow and it should stop it. So they're protected. So yeah, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. So I hope that's helpful. Is anybody else on there? Yeah, lots of people. Okay, guys, listen. We have till tomorrow. We're going to keep our Elegant community open. If you like what you see here, this is the same thing that we do in the Elegant community, so you have to go and join. It's $17 a month, and we do all kinds of things like this. We do shopping trips, we do tips, we decorate spaces, people ask me questions, all kinds of different things. So if you like more of this, then please go join. What'd you say?
And giveaways. And
we do giveaways. We do all kinds of different things in there. There's lots and lots of things. We also, if you're really interested in getting in there, this is the time to get in there because we're about ready to start. We just started this week, getting our goodie bags ready. and we call those our goodie bags, but it's basically, it's a subscription box. And I put together some little things that I like to give, and it's for the holiday. Well, this one will be for Christmas, and it's super exciting. So you're going to get that sent for free. If you're in the community, you're going to get that sent right directly to your house. And we do that twice a year if you're in that community. And tomorrow, I'm super, super excited. I've got to tell you this story. I went to bed last night, and Gina, my VA, which she's my virtual assistant, she helps me do all of my things in my community. And so if you're on here, Gina, hello. And she texted me last night. She said, Tabitha, I got the video of your video. And she said, you did not look nervous at all. So quit saying that. I said, I felt like I looked like I was nervous. She goes, you do not ever look like you're nervous. You can talk to anybody. And so anyhow, she said, that is so exciting. I love that video. She said, it gave me so many awesome ideas. She said, I want to put my Christmas tree up. I said, that's super awesome. So that video will be coming out tomorrow in the Elegant community. So that's another thing you'll be getting. So if you guys are even remotely interested, this is the time to sign up and be in my Elegant community. She's going to get in there, and she's for me tomorrow morning. And you guys that's in the community, that's a gift to me, from me to you. So you'll be able to have it. Is there any other questions? Okay, guys, I'm going to post pictures of these so you guys can kind of see how we do this in the Elegant community. This is exactly what we do. And so I'm going to, when I hop off here, I'm going to show you the before and after pictures so that you guys can see the space as a whole.
Someone asked how the membership works.
How the membership works. You can pay once a year. It could be, I don't even know what it is, all for the once a year, or it's $17 a month, and it just comes out of your banking accounts every month, the same when you sign up. So if it's on the 12th, then it'll come out on the 12th every month. And if you don't like it, which I've only had 3 people in the whole year that we've been open. I've only had 3 people, and I think it was a lot because of COVID. So I've never had anybody want to get out of it. So the ladies that are in it, they are super excited in it. Excited to have them. So